Hey guys, the Feature123 here, and welcome back to another video. This is episode number 67 of the Swansea career mode, and I'll start off here an offer in for Milik, but of course we're not letting the Polish piece go. And as you see us progress through the transfer window, so in this episode we'll be starting off the league with a game against Sunderland at the Stadium of Light, and then we'll be playing against Arsenal to end off the episode. But here, going to some transfer business, we go back in for Ben Davies, of course, formerly of Swansea, as we're trying to ship Johnny out. He's not happy with the squad role with the team, so maybe you could get another left back, and Davies is on a 12-month contract as well, so he could be a good replacement, or a squad player coming in for Festa at some moments. But as you see, we also are looking still for that central midfielder to replace Didavi. Last episode we looked at a few players, and now we're re-offering some players the deals like Pastore, Götze, Ozil, so some other players, Julian Draxler as well. So hopefully you can sign one of those people this episode and give them their debut. But also, as you saw there, Ross Barkley accepted his contract, so we could be signing Ross Barkley. And here, as you see, also Lorenzo Insigne, Napoli accepted a deal for him, but we didn't have enough money to sign him. So I wasn't really sure. Barkley, I don't know, he just didn't. I don't know, he just didn't catch my eye for some reason. I don't know why. I know he's like English, he fits the team, but for just some reason, I don't know, I didn't feel like he would be a good idea to sign. So my main target was Julian Draxler here, as Wolfsburg accepted contract. I'm not actually sure, I didn't see in time what the deal was, but I think it was like 8 or 9 million plus Didavi, which is a pretty good deal in my opinion. Didavi last season looked pretty poor compared to earlier. He in the first season he came in, he played so well. He scored like 15-20 goals, but last season he definitely took a turn for the worst, and I think it was time to replace him for someone that could come in and do much better. But as you see, some youth players as well. We have so many at the squad. And here an offer came in for Johnny. I countered 7 million. And as you see, confirmation of the deal, 9 million plus Draxler. So he becomes, one of our, last big signings here at the in this window. Of course, this will be our last season. So, we're gonna have to sign. I think we got the good signings in. As you see, we go back in for Ben Davies, and I think I couldn't even afford Barkley, so that's why I didn't accept the deal. But I think I don't know why, but I just think Draxler come out in the end as a better player. He's been linked with Arsenal in real life, wanting to leave the club, but I think he'll be a good fit for us. Of course, he's left mid in the game, but I'm gonna be playing him in behind the striker, and maybe we have Wilshere, we have other players that can come off the bench and play. Rodrigo can play in that role. A lot of players can. So, if he's not performing, we can definitely substitute someone else in. But as you see, Augustin here, it looks like he'll be on his way out to Wolves. He just has been. I thought he would be a good signing as a squad player. I think we sent him the first season, but he's just been horrible, honestly. Like, he has no pace. He has no good traits for a winger, and it was just time to let him go after a prolonged stay here. But now we go into the first game of the season here. We're going to be playing against Sunderland at the Stadium of Light, so this should be a winnable game starting off our league campaign, and hopefully our signings can perform for us today. Ntep is starting on the left wing, then Draxler is playing behind the striker. So overall, it's a very similar team. Just made 3 new signings, to the starting side. Correa, of course. Then we signed Draxler and, of course, Ntep. So overall, it's looking like a very good squad. As you see, this is probably our strongest lineup here, as well as the bench, probably our regular. So, this is a very strong team, and we have strong aspirations for this fourth and final season, that hopefully we can compete in the Champions League as well as the domestic league. But to start off here, Berardi gets played through down the right hand side, gets around his defender, goes for the shot, and a great ball roll there as he finishes it past Manone and makes it 1-0. So just great start to the game. And Berardi just picking up from last season. Of course, he came in during January, played very well, scored like 8 or maybe 6 or 7 goals in the Premier League, which is pretty he got used to the Premier League very easily, and that's good to see. So going to this his now first full season, hopefully he can hit the ground running as he did just there, getting his first goal in our first game. But now a chance from Sunderland there. as the shot, very good double save by Dragowski. Then he clears the corner away on the second time of asking. The ball gets played inside Ben Yedder to Sane, who goes for the shot, but it goes wide of the target. Here now Van Aanholt plays it back to Manone, but that's how the first half ends. So very good first half. We were overall controlling the game, just that one chance, but Dragowski came up for us with a good pair of saves. And that's how the first half ends. So, very comfortable first half. And I like the team, how it is been. Entep, I think he'll just be a better signing for us. He's a little more pace, more, desire, passion. So I think he'll play a lot better for us. I don't even know what I'm saying now. More dynamic, that's what I was going to say. He's a more dynamic player than Ayu, so hopefully, he'll do well for us to start the season. But, Drexler, again, another new signing, got it played inside. Very similar goal to Berardi's, just on the other wing. He gets played through, goes to the finish, a tidy one past the keeper at the near post, and makes it 2-0. It's a very good finish from Drexler, and hopefully he can start off the season just like that, Didavi really lacked production last season, so hopefully we can, replace that with Drexler, who started off very well. But here now Drexler plays through Berardi again. A great through ball by him. He evades the slide tackle, but his shot gets saved by the keeper. Here now, Barini down the left-hand side, gets around his defender, keeps on dribbling. Springer wins it off, but he loses it again. Then the shot comes in from one of their players and hits the crossbar, and then another shot came in like an acrobatic kick, but it goes wide of the target, and that's how the game finished. A very good result. In the second half, we definitely didn't play as well. We allowed Sunderland to a few chances, but overall, very good performance from the team. I really liked the new signings coming in. Orkare looked very good at the back, as well as Antep. You didn't really see him in the highlights a lot, but he caused a lot of problems, and probably the best player there was Drexler, playing through Berardi and the wingers and scoring a goal. So that's a very good way to start off the season for us, getting that 2-0 win. As this is our season. Last season of this career mode, and we're going to be trying to win everything, so it's very important to get results like those. Probably be simming games similar to those, that quality team, so you might see a little more sim game this season, but other than that, as you see, we're going for some central midfielders. Jack Cork, he's been a long servant at the club, but I just feel bad. He hasn't been really playing, and maybe if we can ship him on to another side, he'll get some more playing time as we go in for some players. Bertolacci, Dele Alli, but I think I would go more of a defensive player because we don't really have a defensive midfielder that can come off the bench. But we also go in free here like Reece Oxford, who... I might get a few spoilers. You'll see at the beginning of FIFA 17. Might be, you'll see. Just giving a slight hint. So if you guys watch this video, you might know what I'll be doing to start off FIFA 17. But as you see, we go in for a winger as well. I tried maybe to replace Augustin. I actually forgot. I think I recorded the first part in a different time than this one. So I actually didn't know that we accepted to do it for Augustin. I forgot, and eventually he gets sold. But just solidifying the squad depth now. We've made all of the signings we needed in the key positions in the first 11. So not just looking at some backup signings here, as some players are offering deals, and we have about like 5-6 million, so we can add them on to players that we want to trade out and get a few signings just for squad depth. But going to the second and final game of the episode here. We're going to be playing against Arsenal at Liberty Stadium, and it's going to be a very good match. Arsenal, a very good side, of course. They have some good players in their team, but this is a real test for our side. Second game of the season. Hopefully we can get a win against this side. Ben Davies, who I didn't mention earlier, we signed him for $8 million, which is a great deal. His value was $10 million. Sorry, but he was on he had 12 months left on his contract, so we could get him for cheaper. And overall we just spent like $2-3 million more for him than Johnny, so I thought it was a good signing. And as you see by Arsenal's team, pretty good side. I don't understand why Debuchy's playing, honestly, like Hector Bellerin. I hope that gets fixed in FIFA 17, but you can't really rely on EA Sports sometimes. So We'll just leave it at that. But it's the first chance in this game here comes from the corner. Ends up crossing it in, trying to find Springer. He does so, but Shenstein makes a good save and it gets cleared away. But it comes back off to Fred, who goes for the shot, and it goes wide of the target. Here now, Gelson Martins plays through Fred down the right-hand side, getting involved early. He goes through the right-hand side, plays a great square cross into Draxler, under the feet, I think it was Mertesacker, and Draxler gets his second goal in 2 games, so Draxler's definitely adjusted to the Premier League easily here, as he's gotten his second goal in 2 games, and a great finish from him. Fred down the right-hand side, a lucky pass, it got over the foot, it was Gabriel, I'm sorry, not Mertesacker, but a great finish by Draxler, putting in the left side of the net, as he makes it 1-0, so a great start to the game. Overall, you're playing very well. To start off, but here now Arsenal trying to level it, 9-goal and plays it to Sanchez to Welbeck, just keeping possession, playing it 1-2 there, and then a pass back into 9-goal, and then a pass back into Welbeck, as that's a great finish by him. We definitely, in this series, we've known Danny Welbeck, if some of you guys have stuck around from the beginning, but just a great passing play from Arsenal, just 1-2, they played it like 3 times, a 1-2, and then a finish in the top right corner, no chance for Dragowski there, as the Englishman makes it 1-1. So, a very nice goal from Arsenal. You can't take anything away from that, as he makes it level. So, now here a chance in the 22nd minute. Florenzi from the free kick just outside the box, but his free kick just goes over the bar and out for a goal kick. Here now, Fred loses off the ball because Aurora plays it inside to Welbeck. Welbeck goes for the shot, almost similar as the first goal. In his position, but this time it goes wide of the target, and that's how the first half ends. So, pretty even first half. In the beginning we played a little better, but towards the end of the half, Arsenal were starting to get into the game. So, going to the second half, it's going to be very difficult. But I still think we can get the win against this side, and maybe get a winner. But here now, Ben Davies plays through Fred on the top of the box, and that was just a great finish by him. Wonderful strike, Fred, on the left side of the goal. No chance for the keeper, as the Brazilian makes it 2-1. So a great finish there from the throw-in. Ben Davies dribbles through, plays it inside to Fred. Fred, one-touch shoot, and just a great finish by him as he makes it 2-1. So, great way to start off the second half. Just in 8 minutes later, we got the goal, as now we try to close out this game. Here now, a chance from the corner. It gets cleared away. The ball's headed out to Gustavo, and I did the thing where you switch players, and he chipped it. I just hate when that happens. And now, as you see, Cazorla on the top of the box goes to the shot, takes a deflection, and then we make it 2-2. So, just a few seconds after, I missed that stupid chance with Gustavo. It happens to everyone when you try to switch player and it does the chip shot. And now, I get punished for it. The ball gets cleared away. Cazorla goes to the shot. Davies tries to jump at it, but he nods it onto the back of the net. So it looks like Davies won't be starting next game. As I just hate when that happens in FIFA sometimes. Just the stupid deflections that happen, but that happens in football. And now, as you see, Ramsey gets played through top of the box, just a banger from the outside, and he makes it 3-2. So just we started off doing well, 2-1 up. We missed a stupid chance with Gustavo, and now we've dropped 2 goals, and just it's just so frustrating. We weren't playing that bad this game, but just a great strike by the Welshman there. Just 2 touches there, went for the shot. I think Dragowski could have done a little better for it. The shot wasn't that powerful as expected, so I think he could have done a little better, but it was still a very good strike, and he makes it 3-2. Now we try to level here. Berardi getting around his defender, goes to the shot, and it goes just wide of the target and out for a goal kick. Here now Sanchez down the left-hand side, plays through Cazorla. Cazorla plays 9-goal and down the left-hand side, goes to the shot. Dragowski makes a good save and goes out for a corner kick. And here now, final chance of the game. Cazorla finds Walcott. Walcott, a great ball inside. It comes out to Gabriel, but Dragowski makes a great save, and then another save. It gets hit onto the crossbar, but we clear it away. And that's how the game finishes. So overall, very disappointing result. We played well in the first half, but in the second half, we just lost it. And, the turning point of the game was that Luis Gustavo miss. It just happens to everyone. It was stupid. It probably could have automatically switched players, but, I didn't want to risk it, and overall made a stupid decision as I put it over the target. But now to end off the episode, we just have a small transfer business here. I think in the next episode we'll go into deadline day, so you'll see that in the next one. But overall, it's been a very good transfer window. You know, Drexler's done very well in his first 2 games. Overall, a lot of players have done well. And as you see here, we're offering deals for Bertolacci. You know, he's probably going to be my target for central midfield. Also, Reece Oxford. We offer a deal, and Dele Alli. But we'll see what the respective clubs say. But overall, you know, it's been a very good transfer window, as I've said. We got the signings, you know. I wish we had a little more money, but that's all right. We made the signings we wanted to at the key positions. And now we're heading to the season very optimistic. But as you see, Reece Oxford wanted an improved deal. But here also Milan accept a deal for Bertolacci. So I think it's going to be the signing I'm going to get here to end off this transfer window, signing Bertolacci. I wasn't sure though here, as you see. I didn't have enough money to sign 2 of these players, so I had to make a decision on who to sign. And ultimately, I go with Bertolacci here as we end off the episode. So if you guys enjoyed, it'd be much appreciated if you left a like, subscribe. Other than that, have a good day.